the audition. She never returned home.
And that started to concern me because nobody's seen Christy since then. Those were definitely red flags.
My name is Kathy DeBono, and I was a witness in the case of Christy Johnson. In the 90s, I moved to LA to pursue an acting career. A beautiful young woman like Christy being noticed by someone who is interested in her perhaps being a model or auditioning is as common as the sun rising every day. That's Los Angeles.
Back then,
What are you
production
doing? What are you
companies
sniffing
would
back here?
solicit people down the street in shopping areas to find people who could be in different types of production.
And filming big, beautiful houses in Hollywood is super common. So there was no reason she shouldn't have believed this could have been a legitimate meeting.
In her mind, was this the opportunity that she would have been waiting for? She listened. She thought about it. What is there to lose?
Coming up.
I got a call from a young lady. She was also approached in the Century City Mall to be a Bond girl.
There are at least 13 other victims out there.
He wanted to make sure that his victim couldn't be heard screaming from the bedroom.
Christie's car had been there obviously for a while. What happens if her body was in the car?
These are the Millers. They just discovered the sweet sound of earning and saving money on Vinted. Thanks to free shipping, they spent even less on their daughter's toy drum set. And by selling some of the clothes she's outgrown with zero fees, they earn the cash to cover it. Don't wear it, sell it. We crushed it today, Red.
It's no level 20,000, Red.
Thank you,
You
Max.
see me, Ed?
It never ends, right, Colobomb?
Time to chill after a day of destruction. Even heroes need a sweet break. Download Candy Crush and make your mood.
Everything they love about Welch's Fruit Snacks, now with no artificial dyes. A snack parents can feel good about, and kids can't get enough of. Welch's Fruit Snacks, made with real fruit and without artificial dyes.
Allegedly, her hair got an agent before she did. I heard her hair is the reason middle parts came back. I had that as the same group chat without that. I heard her hair is the reason that Wi-Fi is slow today. I heard allegedly the hair is it.
You ready?
Ready?
You ready?
You ready? Are you ready?
Thank you, Max. I swear, if you pissed on that fucking bag, you're getting it.
Buckle up for the next chapter of Fast and Furious at Universal Studios Hollywood.
On February 18, 2003, Santa Monica detectives are searching for 21-year-old Christy Johnson, who's been missing for 72 hours after meeting a film producer who promised an audition for a role in a James Bond sequel.
So we called the studios to verify if there was a James Bond movie that was filming.
But we didn't get any information that, oh yes, we are currently casting, and yes, we have people out at local malls looking to find new people. No one could confirm any information like that. So we were quite concerned that the person she had met at Century City Mall was not a producer and could be responsible for Christie's disappearance.
With little to go on to find Christy, investigators request a warrant for her phone records and follow up on what they believe is their best lead so far, the shopping receipt found in Christy's room.
When the Santa Monica Police Department had learned that she had been at the Century City Mall, they went over there to check the security tape to see if they could find her.
After scrubbing through hours of footage, detectives finally spot Christy.
At one of the stores, we did find her on surveillance video, but she was alone on that video. We never saw her on video talking to anyone. The only footage we have of Christy is when she's buying the clothing that she was told to get. So, unfortunately, it
What
wasn't
in
that
the
helpful.
fuck? That big ass dog at my front door.
By Wednesday, February 19th, Christy hasn't been seen for 4 days.
Hi England, how are
And
you?
detectives know the clock is ticking.
We had the hope that she was still alive, and time was of the essence.
My name is James C. Bush Jr. I spent 15 years as a chief of police
Hi,
in the
baby.
city of Santa Monica.
Hi, sweetheart.
I felt it was important to hold a press conference because Christy had been missing for more than 48 hours. Her mother said that she talked to her every day, and her phone was not answering. It was extraordinarily unusual.
We knew Christy was a very, very conscientious person. She wasn't someone who would just want to run away from her life.
We wanted to find her alive, and so we were leaving no stone unturned to locate her.
They put out the information they had on her. They had her photograph, and they gave her name as well as a description of her car where she was going.
At that point, we really didn't know if she was hurt, or injured, if she had been abducted, if she had been killed. We didn't know what we could ever have. So we just really wanted to really get information out there to see if anyone had seen her or the vehicle.
I was probably 10 hours a day talking to various media outlets.
Drink my
just
fucking
hoping
coffee.
that somebody would recognize Christy
Morning.
from some of these photographs. Of course, I'm wanting to be optimistic that there will be a resolution that she will be found alive.
While investigators wait for the tips to come in,
Good
the
morning, Jeff.
warrant to examine Christy's phone records comes through.
Christy's cell phone records revealed that she made her last call at 5:34 p.m. on February 15th, and it pinged off the cell phone tower in Studio C, which is very close to Hollywood Hills. Her last call is to information, so maybe she's looking for directions.
I like how she brings me a different bowl every
At that
time.
point, her phone stopped pinging, and it could be that it was turned off.
Oh, what the fuck is that? No, I can't be watching that shit. You dropped my goddamn phone.
When he called her phone, it went straight to voicemail.
Fuck are they?
Based on all that information, we were quite
Fuck.
concerned.
A look at Christy's bank account also paints a troubling picture.
You ever scroll,
Sure.
however you fucking say it, through fucking
So,
Ticker Talk?
fortunately, Christy's mom had access to their account, and she could see that.
And it's like a jump scare. You
Christy
see
had
something, makes you
any,
fucking jump.
Withdrawals from the ATM card,
Yeah, I just did that.
didn't seem to be any activity on her credit
President
cards,
dropped my freaking
and so
phone.
that was also very, very suspicious.
If no one's heard from the person, if
No.
their cell phone has gone dead, if they don't use their credit card, then it's more likely that the person is been harmed.
As the sun rises over Los Angeles on Thursday, February 20th, Christy has been missing for 5 days.
Bradley.
But thanks to their press conference, Santa Monica PD has a new lead.
After the press conference, the LA Times published an article regarding Christy's disappearance. I got a call from a lady by the name of Susan Murphy. She read the story, and she was telling me that she too was approached in a Century City Mall by a producer.
It's what she says next that stops detectives in their tracks.
And I noticed when you go to post on the Ticker Talk,
Said he
that
wanted her to be
it's
a
so
Bond
fucking
girl.
slow.
She would be paid $100,000 for this photo shoot and to meet him near his office at the corner of La Cienega and Santa Monica Boulevard.
He said, I need you to meet me, and you'll do audition for the next Bond movie. And she goes, wow, what a great opportunity.
Then Susan
Go block some
reveals
more people 'cause I
something
think they live
truly
here.
chilling.
She said he also asked her to bring a white long sleeve dress
I
shirt,
fuck with you.
a short black mini skirt,
Fuck you.
nylons,
Block.
and
That's
stiletto
what I thought.
heels.
I knew you're from here.
The two stories
Yeah,
were so
goofy.
similar, it had to be the same person.
Okay. Done blocking for the moment. Bro, that wasn't even dancing, but thank you.
Glenn?
Why are you screaming?
Because you're screaming.
Are you hiding from used car shopping?
Yeah. What if I were paid?
I get it. Nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident, but that's nothing to be afraid of.
Show me, Carbox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't
Oh
have to
my god,
repair
they're
it.
gonna get in a little
Way
fucking
better.
fight for it.
Upward?
Definitely.
I swear if a skeeter got me on my
So
fucking
show me
face.
at Carfax.com.
These are the Millers. They just discovered the sweet sound of earning and saving money on vintage. Thanks to free shipping, they spent even less on their daughter's toy drum set. And by selling
Thank
some
you,
of the
Bob.
clothes she's outgrown for 0 fees, they earn the cash to cover it. Don't wear it, sell it. Okay, so now what? Weight Watchers members get meds and support for fewer side effects,
Now that I'm eating the right things, I feel so much better.
helping them lose up to 29% more
Not know what to keep it all.
more support, designed for more weight loss.
Your mom's a fucking guppy bitch. Eat a dick. Anyways.
5 days after 21-year-old Christy Johnson disappears, Santa Monica detectives get a call from a young woman named Susan Murphy, who offers them their first solid lead.
The story mirrored what we were told by Chrissy's roommate.
Thank you.
Exact same scenario and same clothing and same meet me for an audition. And that really raised our suspicions.
According to Susan, a movie producer arranged to meet her at the corner of La Cienega and Santa Monica, which he said was nearby his office.
She said, when I went out for that audition, I wasn't wearing the clothes that I was told to wear. I got out of my car. He came up to me and said, why aren't you wearing the clothes I told you to wear? And she said, well, I got him in the car. He got very incensed and he grabbed me. At that point, I had my boyfriend with me. He got out of the car and started chasing this man who had attacked me. We lost him eventually. But thank goodness, my boyfriend was with me.
Luckily, Susan Murphy tells police that a description of the assailant is seared into her brain.
She described him as a male white with curly, short, brown hair, approximately 5'11".
Baby Kitty, stop scratching that.
She gave him the name of Victor Thomas.
So detectives had some new information that they could check out.
I don't
They
know
could
what
pursue
that is.
that name.
And so we did tons of record searches to see if there's a Victor Thomas
Oh, do
Victor
not.
anywhere, any driver's license,
Thank you.
any registered vehicles, any criminal history. There's nothing. There's nothing under that name.
Detectives asked Susan Murphy to come down to the police station. And if we get a forensic artist here, do you think you can sit down with him? So she came over and
I was gonna go to that, but
started, doing the sketch. And they were able to come up with a composite.
I do know.
And the newspaper, LA Times, they published it.
I need to dye my motherfucking hair.
So now the detectives go back to the Century City Mall. They want to look for footage for security on the date that she was there.
We took Susan's office so that she could pinpoint who approached her. And after reviewing the tape, we paused on a photograph of a man, and Susan said,
What? Do I got my little horseshoe starting? Don't play with me.
he was wearing a baseball cap and like a members
Yeah,
only.
some
type
women get
jacket.
excited about that too.
Now we knew what he
Yeah,
looked like.
tell them. Don't look at the other fat.
It was a
The jiggles.
huge turning point. We were zeroing in on our suspect.
Now, nearly a week since she disappeared,
What do y'all got
Christie's
planned for the
family
4th?
becomes more and more concerned, and their fears for the worst are ever present.
Do not look at my
What
phone.
everybody wanted was to find Christy Johnson.
Anyway, you see my
alive and
balloon
bring her
coming
back to her
through?
family.
Over time, you're
Balloon
realizing that
roots.
the outcome may not be one that you're wanting, that your child may not be alive. It is devastating.
Yeah, that must
We
fucking
flew
hurt.
back to Michigan
Fuck.
1 week after she went
I'm
missing.
actually out in
we
the
went out of
raising.
our mind. You know, I couldn't focus on my work. I couldn't focus on anything. My total focus was on Christy. I just prayed every day that she would be found, that she was alive. But as days went by, my mood about her safety got worse and worse. But it was a nightmare.
But investigators refuse to give up hope. And 9 days after Christy disappears, the case takes a sudden and promising turn.
The news media.
And my
put out a
pretty
photograph
nails.
Of Christy's car.
Then on
She got
February
fucking
24th, we got a call from a hotel
bruised
in
this
Central
bone in his
City,
finger.
across the street from the mall.
They tell us that, hey, we found a white Mazda Miata in the parking lot that's been there since February 16th.
They checked the license plate number. It was Christy's car.
So we responded to the scene and talked to the parking attendant at the hotel, and he related a story where early in the morning of the 16th.
Good morning, my
February,
beautiful
this
rider
man
die.
come park the
I hope you have the
car
best day.
And said, hey, you can't
Call
park
me
the
if
car
you need
there. So the
anything.
man tossed in the key and said, okay, then you park it, and we walked away.
The person who drove Christie's car definitely was not Christy.
Oh, hell
The
no.
attendant leads investigators to where he parked
Who the
Christie's
fuck
Miata,
is that?
which they approach with trepidation. Is it possible her car could provide a tragic answer to the question of where Christy is?
The car had been there obviously for a while. There was dust on the top of it, kind of thing. We didn't know what we were going to find once we got into the car.
Did I even?
What happens if her body was in the car? Well, we opened the car and we looked into it.
Oh, my lord.
But Christy was not in the car. Now we began processing that car for evidence.
We checked it for blood, signs of a struggle. We checked it for fingerprints, only found Christie's fingerprints. We found nothing that gave us any clues.
They hadn't found her body.
What are y'all
We
doing?
hadn't found any indication that harm had come to her. So there was always that hope. She still could be alive.
After the disappearance of Christy Johnson,
Aww.
Santa Monica police know that if the 21-year-old is still alive, she's almost
We love you
certainly
so
in
much,
danger.
Destiny.
So February 25th, another Santa Monica press conference was
Well,
held,
you're good.
and the composite was shown. The hope
How are y'all?
was that we would have someone come forward and say, I saw that guy.
And then detectives get a call that could change the entire investigation.
A parole agent recognizes the composite that was shown at the press conference and calls Santa Monica PD. She told the detective that her parolee, who looked just like the composite, was Victor Paleologos.
Who the fuck are you? Oh, no,
And
come
his
over
name,
there.
Just to get some background on it.
What, why do people think it's okay to ask a random
Yeah,
ass
Victor
stranger?
has
Come over.
a
You
past.
fucking we
In
want it.
1999, Victor was sentenced to 8 years and 8 months
The
for
fuck?
writing fictitious checks, burglary, and sexual assault.
He starts out basically as a con man, and then he goes on to start getting more
Morning,
violent and
man.
more
How are
aggressive.
you?
Looking at his record, he'd been involved in a number of abductions or attempted abductions or sexual assaults.
Investigators now know the suspect is a sexual predator, and what they learn next assures them that they're on the right track.
He was released from prison 26 days before Christy Johnson disappeared.
Parole.
We also found out his home address was on
I'm great.
La Cienega in Los Angeles.
What do y'all got?
Right
No, you
around
can't get
the
no
corner
fucking
from where
360.
Susan Murphy was attacked
God damn.
by a
This is
man
not
by
damn
the
Burger
name of
King.
Victor Thomas.
I was
Is that what it is? Have it your way? Anyways, you can't have it.
Now they have
Your
to
way.
find him And it turns out they don't have far to look.
He was in county jail because 2 days after Christy went missing, he was attempting to steal a BMW
phase
in
me.
Beverly Hills. The police had chased after him, and he was arrested for grand theft auto.
His booking photo resembles the grainy footage of the man in the mall video who accosted Susan, but investigators need to be sure.
What are you scratching?
So now they take that booking photo, they put it in a 6-pack, a photo lineup, and they drive it out to Susan Murphy's place.
Both Susan Murphy and her boyfriend were able to identify Victor Logos as the person they knew to be Victor Thomas.
Then we showed the photos to the valet
Morning.
from the hotel in Century City, where Christie's car had been found, but the valet could not pick it up.
Do not look.
That was very disappointing.
The promising
Hi
lead
there.
is now in doubt, but
No, no,
not
gotta go.
necessarily dead.
Sounded like they wanted to talk to Victor Villalobos and see what he knew about Christy Johnson. There was always that concern. Maybe she was kidnapped by him. Maybe
I
she
swear, if
was
I didn't plan on going back to my natural
And
color,
if she's alive,
I'd done
we need to
tattooed
find
my
her.
fucking eyebrows
So we
because I'm
sent
tired of drawing them on.
detectives to go pick him up.
Well,
at
shading him. I
County
got blonde
Jail
ass
and bring him back
eyebrows,
to the
but-
station for an interview.
He was pretty meek and mild. He did
What's
not
this,
like being in a
mediation?
position where he was not in
This is
power.
a mediation.
That's for sure.
The detective started out the interview very basically, asking him for
Hold on,
his name,
have a moment.
and try a little bit to get to know him, and then they went right into where's Christy.
Get the
Despite
fuck
being
up
caught on
already.
camera
Come
at
on.
the Century City Mall on the day of her disappearance, Victor
No, it's not
denies
Will.
knowing anything about Christy. But investigators keep pressing to see if they can chip
Okay.
away at his calm facade.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Century City Plaza, did you meet
Morning, Douglas.
Christy Johnson? No, I don't know who you're talking to. And he wouldn't answer any further questions as far
Good
as
morning.
knowing
Thank
anything
you for the
about Christy
likes.
Johnson.
We talked to him for at least an hour, and he was very calm. Very calm.
With Victor stonewalling and no evidence to directly link him to Christy's disappearance, detectives
I ain't showing you my
are
fucking
convinced
toes. It's 8
there's
feet
little
binders.
hope for a happy ending.
I wasn't convinced that she was dead, but I was growing more and more concerned.
Luckily, the numerous press conferences
Y'all
by
like
the
roller
Santa Monica
coasters?
PD keep the story on the public's radar.
A few days after the press conference, real estate agent.
Bro, you couldn't steal a spotlight even if you fucking tried. You ain't got no profile picture, and I blocked
He
you long
said,
before you
"That
try to
photograph,
piggyback off
I recognize him. And
my lives.
I
Thank
was
you.
in the houses on the Hollywood Hills.
The realtor
Okay.
claims to
Yeah,
have
go
met
get
the
fucking
man
annoying.
in the sketch 2 weeks before Christy disappeared.
No.
Logos walked into a realtor's
Dude, there's been
office
so many
and said, "Hey,
skaters.
I'd like to buy a house in the Hollywood Hills." And so Victor and Paul then spent the next 10 days looking at houses.
Paul Katie gave us a list of all the homes that he took Victor to, and all of these homes were in the general vicinity of where Christy's phone last pinged.
Paul describes his client as calm, but with a strange and potentially chilling request.
Victor, at one point said, "Can you step in another room and see if you can hear me?"
Victor wanted him to see if he could hear him shouting.
Is that ammonia
from
free?
one
I
of
can't even
the
see.
bedrooms.
I don't even
And
care if it's ammonia or
said
not.
That was because he wanted to test the acoustic insulation for the residents.
Nope.
But we
Doesn't
thought
say
he
ammonia
really
free, Darren.
wanted to make sure that his victim couldn't be heard screaming from the bedroom.
They don't say. Oh my fucking god.
FIFA World Cup, 16 stadiums, 8 countries, and the whole planet watching. Of course, we'll take it from here.
This is the biggest, most technologically complex FIFA World Cup ever!
We'll start with private 5G networks, 80,000 miles of fiber, and end-to-end security. Check.
It's game time. Who's got next?
If we can do this for the FIFA World Cup, imagine what we can do for your business. Which paper towel can get more done with just one sheet? One sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the next leading competitive brand. Watch this. One sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent. Plus, it's even stronger. with
What?
weight.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
While the competition falls apart, Bounty keeps working, so you can use less on every
What do you
mix.
guys got planned for, what is it,
Get
tomorrow?
more done with one. Bounty. Quicker Picker Up, America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Even your favorite superheroes are defenseless against scams. That's why boss ladies like me use Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes get catch what others miss. Powerful digital protection that's always by your side. You're gonna have some serious 24/7. Hello.
Bro. Thank you,
What
though.
do you know? Hey,
Prepare yourself. There may be some bad language.
Dreadful British humor.
I'm joking! Here we go!
I got something to show you.
Oh, ain't funny.
Yeah, I clean with pneumonia too. Ammonia. Sometimes. There's a lot of birthdays today. Fuck's by my fucking door. Oh, it's my big ass June bug.
Investigators
Oh, baby.
believe a sexual predator named Victor
Oh.
Locus may be responsible for the disappearance of Christy Johnson. They've just learned he's been shocking for some of his houses. Could one of these locations hold
You're
the
gonna
key
get
to
in my
her
fucking
fate?
hair? Come here.
At that point, we wrote search warrants in the hopes that we might find her.
Come on.
All of these homes were in the general vicinity of where Christie's phone last pinged. But of the 10 houses that
Oh,
we searched, they found nothing. No blood, no broken glass, no
Move.
body.
Move!
Then, on March 3rd, 16 days after Christy was last seen, detectives get a distressing call from the NPD.
Look, I caught a June bug.
We were notified.
Look
that
at him.
The body of a young
Hold
woman
on.
had been found in the Hollow Hills.
There was a group of 4 guys hiking off Skyline Drive in Lower Canyon. One of the men looked down and he said, "Hey, what's that down there? Let me go check it out." And it was a body of a young woman. Told his friends, somebody got a cell phone, they called LAPD.
We were hoping it was not Christie, but we needed to go down to look at the body. The forensic specialist.
Jaden, look, I
reached
caught him
lower
finally.
By the fire truck ladder. She
Look.
was in a sleeping bag, and it had been raining, and she was
Look, it's a June bug.
She had on kind of sweatpants.
Heard.
With the same items that Victor Logos had
Don't you
told
fly
other
nowhere.
women to wear to the audition.
But the body
He's
had
just tired.
hibiscus tattooed on her lower back.
Ah!
When I saw the tattoo, we knew we had found Christie's body.
Yeah.
We had really hoped that we would find her
You
alive.
thirsty?
That was one of the biggest letdowns in my entire career.
Are you just thirsty, baby? You're gonna fuck around and fly in my house.
And it was Chief Butts. He said, "Kirk, we found Christy. But Christy is no longer with us." I found out she was thrown over a cliff. She was in her own sleeping bag. Her hands were tied. Her feet were tied
You just
together.
tired? Come here.
And she's been
Let's
in
go.
the elements for days.
Ah, don't move. Don't act like you're gonna fly. Oh, you're cleaning your little legs, baby.
And they
Oh,
lifted
he's
her
cleaning
up
his antlers, antennas,
and
whatever the fuck.
got her out of there.
Hold on, let me turn off my camera.
That was
The
it.
alarm. I'll take you out there.
I, of course, was
That's so
devastated.
pretty, baby.
It's a horrendous wave that comes over you that your child has been murdered, and that was a time that I went into. a
Don't
very
you go
private
nowhere, you
mode.
thirsty? Come here. Let's go get you something. Be right back.
I'll never forget, that night. I went on my porch, looked up in the stars, and said, "Christy, where are you?" So I just felt empty.
The following day, an autopsy was conducted. The medical examiner made a determination that her body had been most likely out there for a little over 16 days.
Numerous bruises and cuts on her body, and evidence of definitely a struggle, a violent encounter.
The coroner determined that she was strangled and that she had a perimortem fracture of her skull. We don't know if she was hit over the head or if she sustained the injury as she was tumbling down the hill. We also found out that both ankles and hands were tied up with shoelaces. But because of the decomposition, they were not able to determine if she was sexually assaulted.
Given what they've learned from witness Susan Murphy, the surveillance tapes placing him at the mall, and his extensive rap sheet, detectives are convinced that Victor Paleologos is responsible for the crime, but are sorely lacking proof.
We didn't have fingerprints, we didn't have DNA.
It was all circumstantial, and all it would take is one juror to say, I don't really think he's guilty, and there goes the whole trial. I was very worried because Victor is a sociopath. Victor would recommit crimes. His past shows what he's like. He just can't stop.
Don't touch it.
While Victor remains
You want
in
to
jail
look?
for
You want to see?
charges on the stolen car,
Don't touch him.
detectives double
Don't touch
down
him.
in the search for hard evidence.
Don't touch him. He's taking a
Linking
break.
him
No.
to Christie's death.
No. No.
So
No.
we had a court order to look into Victor's
Don't
cell
touch
phone
him.
records, and we linked Victor to the
You
area
smell
where
him?
the body was found.
Okay, get out of here.
Through his cell phone.
Oh my
and
God.
Cell towers indicated he was definitely in the area at the time of Christie's disappearance.
And
You
also
would smell him?
the phone call that he made from Century City Shopping Center indicated he
Big
was there at the
Jumbo.
exact same time that Christy Johnson. So all that evidence comes together and points to Victor Paleologos as being the person that she went up to see
Thirsty?
at the audition.
Get your fucking nose
I
back.
was informed of who
Here,
the
baby.
suspect was.
Okay, get down.
and I was just glad that he was being held. And of
He
course,
found the
we were
water.
hopeful that we would have an outcome that he would be incarcerated forever.
But it is still purely circumstantial and very difficult to prove.
In order to keep Paleologos behind bars and make a case for murder, detectives have one last trick up their sleeves.
If we could show a really consistent pattern of conduct, that could be a huge trick.
Get back. Fuck.
Detectives have one witness who had a run-in with
He's just
Paleologos,
drinking
Susan
water.
Murphy, but her encounter alone is not enough.
We started the
Go
tip
below
line
it,
up,
baby.
and we wanted to find out if there's other potential victims out there willing to come forward and
Jesus
provide
Christ.
information.
Then, 2 days after Christy Johnson's body is discovered, Santa Monica detectives get a call that could change everything.
I am Alice Walker, and I am one of the survivors of Victor Paleologos.
Maybe I won't keep you, but
In early March of 2003, police
he's just
revealed
looking for more
Victor
water. Look
Paleologos
at.
as the suspect in Christy Johnson's death, and his face is
Oh, don't fly
plastered
away,
all over
Jesus.
the Los Angeles media. That's when the Santa Monica PD tip line gets a call from a young woman with a harrowing story to tell.
I didn't ever want to really share what happened, but now I'm a mom, and at the
I
time,
don't know if you can see the drop of water I gave him.
really got under my skin and wouldn't let go of me. It was the thought of her mom.
Oh, I'm done.
What that must have done to her, I could not. I just could not fathom what that would have done to my own mom.
What are you
Alice's
doing,
saga
baby?
begins on January 25th, 2003, just 3 weeks before
You
Christy
sipping your water?
disappeared.
I was 22, and I was working at a Century City Mall
Gemini.
restaurant, and a man
That's my
came
jumbo.
in and sat in my section of tables and ordered dinner. He told me that his name was Victor, and he was going to be directing the new James Bond movie, and that they were looking for women who were out to kill James Bond. He listed out the payment, which was going to be $200,000, So to me, this sounded like a dream come true. He just told me to meet him a block south of the corner of Santa Monica
You see him
and
drinking?
La Cienega to do a rehearsal, and I would need to wear a button-down shirt, a pair of nylons, and a skirt, and then high heels. So I showed up, put the clothes on, and he asked me if
Oh,
I
this is a real
could
June
do
bug.
this
This is the big
series
ones.
with him where
Then they
the
have
character
little brown
would
ones.
have a gun
This is a
behind her
real
back,
one.
attempting to kill him. And then
Look
he
at
would
him. He's just
grab
drinking
me
water.
and pretend to
I
kiss
put water
me.
on me.
I remember
Water.
saying, I'm not comfortable practicing the kiss.
He's
part."
laid all the way down. Him just
And
relaxing.
then he grabbed my hair and actually kissed me.
Mm.
And so I shoved him into the wall really hard and got mad, got really mad and scared, and I left. Then, right after Christy's body was found, I saw a news thing, and there was a sketch of him.
Oh my
And
God! It's Freak Flag
if I
5.
could draw Victor.
I forgot.
That's what he would look like. I
Friday.
immediately started calling LAPD.
Thank you, Peter.
As time went on, we had more and more girls call and say, this is what happened to me.
On March 5th, I'm watching the news, and I saw a photo. It was chilling. I had met this same guy at the Century City Mall, and then he tried to lure me into the Hollywood Hills. So I call the police.
I don't care. I'm happy about this fucking bug.
He either attempted or completed assaults from early in '89 to February 2003. Plus, God knows how many other people haven't come forward.
You done drinking your water? It's gone.
Prosecutors hope that the women's testimonials, combined with the circumstantial evidence, will
Do not laugh at me if I scream when he starts to fly the house. I don't know if it's a boy or I don't.
Victor
Are you
Paleologos'
done drinking your
trial
water?
began July 13th, 2006.
Huh?
He was charged with first-degree murder. The most impactful evidence against Victor were the 7 women who testified
done?
against him and identified him with the same MO.
Here, I'm gonna need you to. Are you done?
I really am so grateful.
You wanna
that
go
these
in my
people
backyard?
came forward and gave of their time
You want more
and
water?
information to end up with a prosecution.
There's something really empowering about seeing brave women who were victimized by the
Really
same
thirsty,
man
huh?
all come out
Alexa,
together.
turn up 4.
One voice might not be.
Alexa, what do June bugs eat?
More voices on top of that
I didn't
amplify
call you anything.
truth.
I just asked what you
All the way
wanted
up
me to
through
turn
the
up
trial,
since turn up
I didn't
4 was a
know
big
Alexa,
other women.
what do June bugs eat?
I was beside myself with just total
June bugs
fear
are
and
quite the
terror.
foodies. They munch on various fruits
Victor
like
pleads
berries,
not guilty to
grapes,
Christie's
peaches, and
but
apples.
4
As
months
larvae,
in,
they feast on
changes
grass
his
and
tune.
plant roots,
Victor
while
Paleologos
adults
wanted
prefer
to
leaves from
change
trees
his
and
plea
shrubs.
if the prosecution would take off the table
Okay.
the death penalty. He was willing to plead guilty to first-degree murder of Christy Johnson. So the prosecution worked out an agreement where it would take 25 years to life, but with parole, meaning someday he could be paroled. And so September 2006, he is sentenced to the minimum of 25 years to life imprisonment.
They gave him life with a chance for parole, and that blew my mind. I sat next to Terry, Christy's mom. I was holding her hand and sobbing. We both were. Because with that decision, that changed everybody else's life forever.
We were all astounded. For somebody so dangerous, as a very seasoned predator who was very adept at getting
Person
savvy
detected at
women
backyard
into
cam.
his trap, and who put several women in a situation of near death to have the option for parole after 25 years, that was shocking to me.
Much to the relief of Christie's loved ones and the other
Person
victims,
detected
Victor
at backyard
Paleologos
cam.
waived his right to a parole hearing on August 25th, 2023. But that relief will be short-lived. He'll have another shot at parole in 2025.
Victor Paleologos is a massive danger to the community. He should never, ever, ever breathe a free breath ever again.
Victor Paleologos is a sexual psychopath. He is beyond rehabilitation.
every single one of us who were victims
I am.
by
It's a
him.
June bug.
We're going to do
You just drink
whatever
water.
is necessary to make sure that he doesn't get out on parole.
In her short life, Christy made an impact on all those who knew her, but especially her family.
Oh, no,
I think
no,
when you lose
no.
anybody
You can't eat it.
you love in your life, there's always a hole in your heart. But there's
Mm-mm.
an added layer when a
Baby,
loved
no.
one is
I don't want you
taken
to eat
in a
'em.
horrendous way.
I love Christy, and I just wish she was here, part of our
Don't
life.
you freaking think about
I
it.
believe
Don't
that
even.
She's my guardian angel. I mean, she's protecting me from harm.
You're done sipping?
Christy was a loving, dedicated daughter, and there were
That is so
moments in my
fucking
life
neat
where
that
I
he's using
almost
his little-
had a feeling of what Christy would say if
his
she
little-
was in this moment with me right now.
Put it in
And
his
it
mouth
gives
like
me
a little
lot of
crab does.
happiness.
Is that your little nose? He's still drinking water.
There
I
are
June
two
bug.
Hollywoods. There's the Hollywood of myth and magic. And then there is
Let your
Hollywood
freak
neighborhood.
flags fly.
3.5 miles
Right.
and right in the heart of the city is Hollywood High School. Some of the biggest, most legendary names
Really
in Hollywood
thirsty.
were students there. Mickey Rooney, Judy Garland, Lana Turner, Marilyn Monroe.
Funny, this
Well,
thing's
many
been
of
like
its famed
the
students
last
were
7
making a
days been at my
last
fucking
splash
door.
on silver screen. One of the school's longest-serving teachers was quietly making an impact behind the scenes.
Harry Major had a wonderful reputation there at Hollywood High.
I learned the joy of the English language, and I thank Mr. Major for teaching me that.
But when he's found
more water?
murdered in his Hollywood apartment, this tight-knit community is in disbelief that someone so revered could meet such a horrific fate.
Somebody murdered him?
Thirsty
Who
little
would
guy.
want to do that? This elderly man who was just so generous and so kind.
And just like in Hollywood, the real
I've been
story
trying to catch him for the last week.
Facade.
He was not just an English teacher.
Things like this make me slow down and enjoy.
I found file after file
Giving him
of
water to drink on my
letters
hand.
and pictures, really adult stuff.
Come here, baby.
Knew that
It's the other way.
side of him,
Oh, God.
and we were
Oh, God.
shocked.
Oh, God.
He told him, "Don't you know I can kill you? I'm a murderer."
I don't think Barry fully understood. He was playing a really dangerous game.
No, I don't. There's water right here coming. No. He's searching for the water. Thank you, Wednesday.
My name is Susan Emanuel, and I was friends with Harry Major since the early 1970s.
Oh, God. Don't look up.
The Harry I knew
You want more
was
water?
just the most fantastic friend.
What?
Harry
Fly
had a
top.
wonderful, wry sense of humor. He was just so generous and so kind. And when you find out a friend of his didn't just die of a heart attack, somebody murdered him? I'm sorry, I didn't Come on, Susie, you can do this. This is important. It's important for Harry. Do it for Harry.
It's Wednesday evening, February 12th, 2014, and the streets of Hollywood are teeming with rush hour traffic.
He's
Above
drinking
the
water.
din, the familiar drone of police sirens pierces the cool night air.
My name is Fernando Rivas, and in 2014, I was a homicide detective in Los Angeles Police Department. At 7 p.m., officers...
He flew on my head.
responded
Thank
to
you,
a radio
Max.
call
Thank you,
that
Wednesday.
was generated by someone named Dale Rouse. They said he found one of the tenants
He's
there,
just drinking.
dead in the bathroom, at a multi-unit condominium in Hollywood. When I arrived at
It's so
scene,
purdy. I don't give a
we
fuck if
met
it's weird.
with
It's
Dale
purdy.
Rouse, who advised us he is the owner of the condominium, and the victim was actually his tenant, Harry Major. Inside the room, blood on the rug in the living room. I also noticed blood spatter on the wall and on the staircase leading upstairs. So as I made entry into the second floor bathroom, the victim was lying with half his upper body.
I've been trying to catch him for the last week. Today he came back to my door.
The decomposition led me to believe that
And
the
I went
victim
out
had
there
been
and he
there for
landed
at
on
least
my
a day or
head, so I'm
so.
feeding him water.
He appeared to be 70 to 80 years old. He had
30.
nothing on but white underwear.
You're not looking at
There was a pool of blood by his head due to some blunt force trauma to the left side of his head. So it appeared that maybe he was struck with some heavy object. The victim also had some ligature marks on his arm, which appeared to show that maybe he was bound up.
Thanks for the thumbs.
There was also some ligature marks around his neck, which were larger, possibly from a belt, used to possibly strangle him. There was definitely a struggle
He's
and some
sipping
foul
some more.
play that had taken place.
The wounds are so severe that they consider, was this man tortured?
My name is Michael Fleeman. I'm an investigative journalist. The fact that this man might have been bound, maybe even tortured, this suggests to detectives that perhaps the killer or killers knew the victim personally. Who would want to kill an elderly man in his bathtub?
The victim either knew his assailant, or maybe this was a robbery and they caught him off guard and he was getting ready to go to sleep. There were items that were opened in certain bedrooms, drawers, as if maybe they're looking for stuff.
They also find the man's wallet. There's no money or credit cards in the wallet. There's also a cell phone and an old-fashioned phone book, which are bagged and tagged.
But the more ground detectives cover, the more certain they become that this was more than a random robbery.
So the victim's condominium is a two-story unit. We believe the murder took place downstairs due to the large amount of dry blood on the rug in the living room and on the stairs.
Okay,
We
I better take
believe
him outside.
that he was physically dragged up the stairs and placed inside the bathtub. Inside the second
Yeah, find
bathroom
that little jar,
downstairs,
too.
we did locate a shoe print that had a unique pattern to it.
Hoping the shoe print might belong to the killer, the CSI team photographs it and then begins combing through the apartment, room by room.
My name is Shakria Rosner. I'm an assistant lab director for the Forensic Science Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. We collected swabs of red stains from the scene as well as various clothing items.
While the CSI team continues to sweep the apartment for evidence, investigators question the man who discovered the body.
It turns out that Dale Rouse is more than just a landlord. He is a friend of the victim. He
He's taking
says
a break.
he and Harry have a
Ian.
mutual friend, has a weekly standing lunch date with Harry, but he missed it that day. This friend was very worried about Harry. So Dale uses his passkey to enter the unit. He finds Harry's body. He immediately calls 911. Police ask him, can you think of anybody who would want to kill Harry Major? And Dale can't think of anybody. He says everybody likes Harry.
So how did he end up the victim of such a brutal attack? And was it possible that Dale had something to do with it?
Even though he had access to Harry's residence, we considered him more witness.
I was gonna put him in
He
here,
seemed
but
very
he
credible
needs to
in
be
everything
free.
he said, but at that time, we definitely did not eliminate him as a suspect.
Detectives continue to question Dale, who agrees to help investigators reach out to more of Harry's friends so they can take a closer look at Harry's background.
My name is Hillel Aaron. In 2014, I covered the Harry Major murder for LA Weekly. Investigators learned Harry Major grew up in Chatsworth,
Surprised how much water these little
on a
things
family
drink.
farm in the 1940s. Very different Los Angeles back then.
Harry was born with a disability. He had a shortened arm, and his fingers were not quite right.
In a town like LA that worships youth and beauty, Harry struggled to keep his disability under wraps.
He would try not to show it. Maybe he would put his hand in his pocket.
But nothing could hold Harry back from pursuing the thing he loved most.
Harry got a job as an English teacher at Hollywood High School. Harry taught for 28 years and had just recently retired.
He had a wonderful
The
reputation
huge brown
at
ones?
Hollywood High. His students loved him.
When he
This is
wasn't
big. We have
nurturing
littler
young minds,
brown ones like
Harry
this.
surrounded himself with a lively and loving group of friends.
Just drinking it.
Harry was a really wonderful friend. We would have lunch, just laughing and talking. He would always pay the bill.
Detectives find that Harry
I gotta
was
go put him back
estranged
here.
from his family. So he created his own family. Many in the gay
No.
community. He was openly gay, made no secret of that. He was a member of a gay senior citizen
You can't do that without killing
organization.
it.
He was just a mensch of a person, a real mensch of a person. He really was.
Oh my goodness,
The day
what big
after
kitty.
the murder, police continued to interview Harry's friends, as well as neighbors in his building.
Stop scratching
and
that, you
soon
fucking bitch.
uncover a possible lead.
Harry's neighbor is a woman named Luce Maria Brissain. And
Why's she putting
she
out that damn
is in the
water?
unit just next to Harry's.
Why does he keep
and
coming
they
back to
share
me?
a wall.
She advises that 2 days prior, on February 10th, around 10 o'clock in the morning, she heard a loud thud noise.
Hey, Bree, eat a dick, bitch. Choke and die. I don't give a fuck.
To Harry.
Don't give
So
a
she
fuck.
knocked and asked if he was okay. She said the strange thing about it was a female voice responded. And she said, yeah, Harry's okay. He went to the store.
Just because you're miserable
We
and
have
dried up
this
don't mean I am.
mysterious woman who, after the thump
You
sound,
done?
says,
You ready to go
"Harry's
outside
fine."
now?
Who is she? What
Pretty
is she
baby.
doing there?
Oh, now you're cleaning your antennas? Look at little whiskers.
Coming up,
He was
They're not
actually
whiskers, they're
talking
antennas,
to
but
rapists, murderers, robbery suspects.
when I was getting on my hair, yes, so I'm gonna
surprised
fly
to
away.
learn another old man was found strangled to death in his bathtub.
I had no idea that he was leading this second life.
I was dumbfounded and horrified.
There are better places to be hot.
Person detected at backyard cam.
Places like that hotel pool. Where you can cool off with a little dip. Come on, book that trip. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Let's be honest. If you don't choose the right paint brand, painting can be a pain.
This doesn't look good.
How much do we spend at that paint store?
Way too much.
The wrong choice can make everything.
Person detected at backyard cam.
That's why we made Bear Dynasty. With one coat coverage and an everyday low price, it's everything you've always wanted in a paint.
Well, that was way easier.
Go with Bear. Now get 10% off when you buy 3 or more gallons, exclusively at the Home Depot.
You'd think watching a simple game with friends is harmless.
What happened?
What?
Sorry about that, guys. Accidents happen when you least expect them. If you've been injured in an accident, make the call that matters most. Call Jacoby & Myers today, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
On your period, sudden gushes happen. Say goodbye, Gush Fears. Always ultra thin. It's made with rapid dry technology that absorbs
Person
3 times
detected
faster.
at
Hello,
backyard
cleaner,
cam.
drier, fresher. Always Gush ready.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Jess from Planetary Design will pour 60 cups of coffee for 60 adventurers.
Shoot lost count.
Shop small business on Amazon.
LAPD LAPD detectives investigating the savage murder of retired teacher Harry Major are chasing a lead on a mysterious woman heard in Harry's apartment 3 days earlier.
Harry's neighbor Luce says she heard a thud and heard a woman's voice from inside the apartment. In other words, Luce, Harry's neighbor, might have heard his murder on February 10th.
So we decided to go through the phone book that we collected as evidence to see if there were any other females in there.
Detectives began interviewing all of the women in Harry's book.
Police tracked down the woman who had called Dale Rouse when Harry didn't show up for their usual lunch date on February 12th. Is this the woman, the voice, who was on the other side of the door after the neighbor heard that thud? But the lunch date lady says, no, that was not me. Her alibi checks out. It couldn't have been her. So who was it?
We did reach out to numerous names, and they all had alibis.
Detectives checked the apartment building for security cameras, hoping to capture an image of the mysterious woman.
Unfortunately, there are none in the building, but there are security cameras in the garage. So police filed for a search warrant to obtain that footage.
24 hours
Not ready to
after
get
Harry's
off me.
body was found, investigators have more
I thought he was
questions
ready
than
to get off me.
answers
He's
as
not.
to who killed Harry.
Enough more water.
So while they wait for the security footage, they get a warrant for his cell
Thank you,
phone,
Max.
put a trace on his credit cards, and hope that the media's interest in the story will bring in new tips.
So imagine this is your neighborhood.
I was watching the news one
You don't fucking
evening,
fly in my house, watch.
and there was a reporter saying this man had been murdered in his condo, and he was a former Hollywood High teacher.
Side of this
I'm looking at the steps.
former LAUSD teacher.
I knew it had to be
thirsty.
Harry, but I didn't want it to
Look
be
at his little,
Harry.
whatever they are.
I was just dumbfounded and horrified and sad. I really couldn't believe it.
They drink a lot of fucking water. Thank you, Kay.
I'm Scott Faber. I went to Hollywood High School from 1977 to 1979. I learned about the sad demise of my teacher, Mr. Major, through one of my Facebook groups. It was not only a tragedy, but the violence was horrific. It really touched me. The first time I met Mr. Major was when I stepped into his 10th grade class at Hollywood High School. The moment that you stepped into his class was all business. He was very
I'm
strict.
tired of making bad
He was very
decisions with
serious.
people.
He was what I refer to as buttoned down. He had button-down shirts with a bow tie on, he had his jacket on, and he was there to teach learning minds, whether they wanted to know it or not. I learned the joy of the English language, and I thank Mr. Major for teaching me that.
The press coverage of Harry's murder generates dozens of calls to the LAPD and soon brings in an explosive lead that no one saw coming.
A man named Steve Schulte called Westboro Homicide in regards to Harry Majors. He was his executor and trustee of his will.
And he drops a bombshell. He says Harry Major was not just an English teacher with a modest apartment in Hollywood. He was rich. Over the years, Harry had invested in Los Angeles area properties. But his secret was he's sitting on a ton of money.
Money's the root of all evil. That led us to believe, well, wait a minute, is there something to gain off of his death?
Stephen Schulte tells detectives there was one person who could gain financially from Harry Major's murder. And that person was Harry's landlord and friend, Dale Rouse.
So we went back to, well, maybe is Dale involved in this? After all, Dale Rouse found Harry Majors in the tub. So he was still a possible murder suspect.
If Dale indeed benefited from Harry's death, detectives need details about his financials. And the more they learn, the more suspicious they become.
They find out he's a real estate broker, in addition to being Harry's landlord. And he's in this kind of a complicated financial arrangement with Harry Major.
In fact, even though Dale owned the apartment Harry was living in, detectives are shocked to learn that the person that loaned him the money to buy it was none other than Harry.
So now we got money at stake here, and police circle back to Dale Rouse. And they've got a very specific question for him. Dale, where were you on February 10th, 2014? The date that Harry Major died.
Until investigators can confirm Dale's alibi, he remains squarely in their crosshairs.
We definitely needed to try to either prove or eliminate Dale as a possible suspect in this case.
Police have to wonder, is his cooperation a ruse? Is he hiding something?
The scientists and engineers that support the next mission to Mars could be in this class.
Getting a degree at ASU is a journey that can take you anywhere. Into a world of groundbreaking technology, and renowned award-winning faculty. Professors who help you to impact the world. Whether you're on campus or at home, becoming your best starts with learning from the best.
We heal hearts so they can love more. We heal bones so they can move more. And we heal brains so they can imagine more. Because every single person we serve was made for so much more. And we were made for a purpose such as this. To inspire help, wholeness, and hope. To help everyone across the Central Valley achieve all that they were made for. Adventist Health, made for more.
Today, we're gonna learn some iconic soccer skills. Follow me.
The rainbow flick.
The Roberta. Bicycle kick.
You got a chip, you're in a ninja.
I love this color.
Person detected at backyard cam.
Let's face it, most of the insurance industry can feel a bit prehistoric, impersonal, and confusing. And you can be one catastrophe away from more carriers leaving your city, county, or state, leaving you with fewer options than ever. That's where Kin is different. Hurricanes, fires, floods, Kin was built precisely for that. And we are here to stay. Getting a quote is super easy, and you can do it right now from your phone. Visit kin.com or call Kin today.
Person detected at backyard cam.
On February 15th, just 5 days after the vicious murder of Hollywood High teacher Harry Major, LAPD investigators learned that Dale Allen Rouse may have stood to benefit from Harry's death.
We learned that Harry Major owned a lot of property in Hollywood and
Okay, I'm done fucking with it.
It appeared that Dale was able to borrow money from Harry to buy some of his property. So that led us to
Done
believe,
fucking
well,
with it.
wait a
Put 'em
minute,
on a plane out
is
there.
Dale
Thank
involved
you.
in this? We needed to talk to Dale Rouse.
Dale Rouse, interview. Take one, Mark.
My name is Dale Allen Rouse, and I was Harry Major's friend for 5 years. I can certainly understand why the cops were looking at me, especially in California, with real estate being so high and there being a lot of money on the table, and, those types of things are always a little suspect.
Detectives pressed Dale for information on his real estate dealings with Harry.
I bought the property from Harry, and instead of having a bank involved,
Hey, can y'all quit fucking fighting?
every month back to him, so he'd pay me rent, and then I'd pay him mortgage with the same money. He had this whole plan where the seller financed, and I kind of realized, he wants me to buy this place and be his landlord, keep me in his life.
But with Harry
Thank you for the flower, dear.
is Dale off the hook for the money Harry loaned him?
I explained to investigators that after Harry died, because of the will, he left everything to Planned Parenthood. The note that I was paying every month, I
Bye, y'all.
now
Have a
had
good
to
night.
pay to Planned Parenthood as the new mortgagee.